Let me just go to some of the things that most people think are top priority. Security will be number one. Tell us your ideas about security.
Very good. First and foremost, I believe that we should have a short-term, medium-term, and long-term approach to security. In the short term, I believe we should bring on 200,000 men and women from the civil defense and police to complement the war effort we have now, because they are already trained in the art of carrying guns. I believe that we should bring on board technology in the short term. We are blind. Our security agencies are blind, and they are not able to get as much intelligence as possible because they are blind. We can do this with technology. We need to have radar, better radar coverage across Nigeria. We need to bring on better drones with huge payloads to cover most parts of Nigeria. We need to, in the short term, also increase our internal security budget. Under President Jonathan, we're using 100 billion naira annually for internal security. This president still operates that budget, but he does not operate up to 50% of that budget. And if you look at 50%, 50 billion naira, and you look at the attendant inflation, cost of diesel, which is one of the key components of operating the heavy-duty equipment, you find that our military, they are struggling. They are not properly funded. In the short term, also, we need to get Nigerians to understand that our country is at war. Nigeria is the only country at war that Nigerians don't realize they are at war. We don't support our men and women in the military. We don't support them morally, spiritually, financially. It's not in our DNA. We feel that, okay, there's something going on in the northeast or southeast, but we don't realize that we're at war. Okay. This war should dominate our conversation so we can do the right thing, provide them with intelligence, provide them with support.
Okay, then.
In the medium term, we understand that the military, it takes 7 to 9 months to train a soldier, right? And we should start this process immediately, because for too long, we've treated this war like it's a short-term war. It's going to end yesterday. This has not happened. Over 10 years, it's not happened.
Okay.
There's an ideological component to this war, right? So we need to approach this long-term. We need to bring on more men. We need at least 1 million people to join the army. So we plan for this short-term, medium-term to long-term.
Can we pay for that?
9 months.
I beg your pardon for interrupting. Can we pay for that?
Absolutely. I will tell you how.
Okay.
Right?
One moment, sir. One moment. I beg your pardon further, because there's a caller. Hello, Mr. Dumebi. I beg your pardon. There's a caller who who wants to join the program, maybe ask a question or make a point. Emmanuel in Otukpo, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Uncle Yori.
Good morning, sir.
I greet your guest in the studio.
Okay, yes.
Yes, I want to express my
Actually, he's
opinion.
in his office. He's joining us remotely.
Okay, I greet him. I want him to see this point with me. Young men like them who are energetic, why can't they go into the National Assembly to stabilize things? The rot in our polity is immense, and they are needed in such places.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He is the presidential candidate of ADC. That's how I introduced him.
I know.
Okay.
I know, but he doesn't have structures on ground.
Oh.
This thing should be done step by step. Now they should recover the polity step by step. Let them recover from
so
the
what would be your
question?
What would be your? I beg your pardon. Sorry to interrupt you, but I wanted to keep this on track.
Yes.
So really, that is your question. That is your question. Why did he not seek a lower office instead of the number one office?
I'm suggesting that to him.
Okay. All right.
I'm suggesting that to him.
All right. Let's give him a chance to. Let's give him a chance to react to that. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your call, Emmanuel in Otukpo. Well, Mr. Kachikwu, you heard that.
Emmanuel, I'll say this to you, Emmanuel. If you look across the world, you'll find that most nations are looking at younger people to rescue their nation. It's unfortunate that in Nigeria that we still have this mindset that we need people who are old, geriatrics, to rule us. With all due respect to the older generation, but these people are not in tune with the realities of today. And asking them to continue to rule us is a recipe for chaos and disaster, which we're seeing in our nation. You ask me that I should go to the National Assembly. National Assembly is a key position. The parliament is key. But you also understand that the executive, the president is in the driver's seat to envision for the country, to bring people together, to manage our diversities, to look at our complex issues as a people, from economy to security to infrastructure. It takes somebody who has a different worldview that is embedded in the realities of the modern world to be able to do this. Now, if you ask a 17-year-old man who does not even understand that the realities of our foreign affairs of today is embedded in an environment different from the physical environment, how can they relate? If you see what happened last year or during NSAS, our government banned Twitter, which is the modern expression or the expression of the modern man, because they don't understand the reality of today. You saw what happened with Bitcoin, banning and unbanning, because they don't understand the complexities of today. So you need someone who is younger, who has a different worldview, who understand the intricacies of our issues today, to identify, understand, break down, and present solutions that will work for everyone.
All right then. Okay,
Our
Mr.
parents,
Kachikwu,
our forefathers believed in the hero mentality, that one man will be a hero that everyone will adulate. But the younger generation will believe it's a team effort. That's why I lead a rescue mission of everybody, because I believe that everyone has got something to offer. That's the difference between our generation and the older generation.
Okay.